Hey, well, can you hear me, Hilda? I can hear you. Hilda? Hello? Hilda? Hilda? Something's happening here. Ah, there she is.
Hey.
I can hear you.
Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties.
I know. Well, let me see if I can bring out loud and lead on. You need to put on your headphones, though, but I can hear you.
Yeah, that's what I'm messing with right now. Technical difficulties.
I know. Well, let me see if I can bring out loud and lead. All right, I'm going to mute you for a sec. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining us because we have the one and only Tejano legend joining us today as well. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Laura Linda.
Hi.
Hey, sweetheart, how are you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm doing great. I'm sitting out here, actually outside here of my dance studio. They're giving a Zumba class right now, and I said, no, I got to do this interview with NDO and Mrs. Ramos. I said, I don't know if you can see, but we're actually doing some Zumba right now in my
Oh, wow.
my
Yeah, I can see them
studio.
dancing around inside.
Oh, I know. So how are you guys? How are y'all doing?
Well, I think we're all doing very well. I mean, we had the eclipse today, so which is kind of funny because there was some I don't know why people get all upset or they get kind of weird with when it comes to eclipses. If you are of Latin descent, for those of y'all that are paying attention and listening out in there in the radio world or on all social medias that we broadcast, excuse me, your ancestors, the Mayans, predicted this eclipse like 5,000 years ago. So it's not a surprise. So
Interesting.
it's like this is just normal, everything that's going on and everything else. So real quick, Borrado Lopez from Houston, Texas says, "What's up, NDO?" And hello to all the beautiful people here. How are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much for joining us. Vicky V, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us. Very, very vital to the Tejano industry to help us support and
Yes.
everything else. I mean, she does a lot of stuff for you. I know she does.
Yes, she
Laura?
does. Yes, she's definitely on Team Lauda Linda. We're very, very happy to have Vicky V, Victorious Promotions, heading Team Lauda Linda, and we couldn't ask for a better individual. She's just a very, very beautiful person inside as well as out. So
Yeah, she's a very
yes,
hard worker. Hey, hold on.
Okay, is this
there's
better?
Hilda.
Yes.
Hi.
How
Welcome
are
back.
you?
I am good now that I can kind of hear everything. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of had to find a shortcut around everything so I could hear you guys. Yay!
Well, there you are. That's good.
Awesome.
And the good thing is that you're back. It's just kind of
I'm
because
here.
when you said I can't hear anything, I was like, oh no, because Laura said like I can hear you. I could see her, and she was like, I can't hear you, and I was like, oh, come on, everybody's having problems. It's
the eclipse,
it's the
okay?
eclipse. That's it.
There
We're
we
gonna blame the
go.
eclipse for
There we
everything.
go,
That's what
Hilda.
it's.
See?
Actually, you know what I'm going to blame it on? I don't know if you guys could see. Like, I kind of did some rearranging and stuff in here. So
I
anytime
love
that I
it.
clean up my space,
That's why we
there's
had the
bound to be
eclipse.
problems. Okay?
I love it, Hilda. It's
Oh, thank
nice.
you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I did it all by my big girl self because Rick is out of town. He's been out of town for a week now, so I don't know how I've survived. Um, no, seriously, I am so pampered too. Like Rick takes such good care of me, and so I'm like, what? I have to clean my own mess. I have to take the trash out. What? Like it's foreign to me. So yeah, so I knew I was gonna mess something up.
Yeah, well, I mean, at
Rick's
least
a
you.
good guy.
Yeah, Rick is good, but I mean, you can do it. You can do it yourself. Vicky V says, "Hello, my beautiful friend Laura Linda." I mean,
Aw.
and I when I first met Vicky, she was just going 1,000 miles an hour, and I don't know how she can catch her breath. The woman is just constantly going. It's really, really good, and it's good to have somebody like that in your team. And you have a very good team, Laura.
Thank you.
I know a lot of your people in your team. I've met all of them, and
Thank
you
you.
have a good sized team, and it takes a team to keep going. I mean,
Build a mountain, let me tell
yeah,
you.
you've
It
been
really does.
Yeah, you've been at. I mean, we've had this conversation. We've known each other for a long time, and and you've been at it for a long time. Even when you took your break and you came back, you've still been doing it. And it's good to have a good team behind you. But that's what it takes. It does take a little small village to keep going keep moving forward. So
Yes, it does. Again, I just everything is completely different from when I was in the industry back in the day. And Hilda, I Rick brings back so many memories, Miss Hilda, because he's such a wonderful person. And when I see Rick, I think so much of my father, because my father and I used to go over to Hacienda with Rick and record our music, and he was just always the nicest man. And we spent hours and hours there because it was back in the analog days.
Mm-hmm.
mhm,
And I mean, you couldn't leave there until it was like perfect. And in order to get it
Yeah.
perfect, it was just, with the musicians and everything, but it was hours and hours. We were there like all night long. But there Mr. Rick was, I don't know, there's just something about Rick that we trusted, that
Mm-hmm.
we really trusted as a studio owner.
Yeah.
So, and I know you know what I'm talking about. He's just a really good person. So every time I see him, my father died in 2016, and I lost him, and it was really really sad. But I he just man, when I saw him
Aw.
at the Cumbia Champ Awards, or Guadalupe Awards, I'm sorry, a couple of years ago, it just I mean, I almost broke down. It was just that
Wow.
sentimental. It was really touching. So,
Yeah, well, he
um,
speaks the world of you, so he thinks you're
aw.
amazing.
Well,
So
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's again, he's still at it. There's a lot of people that are still in the industry. There's of course a lot of things NDO that have changed, but there's
mhm.
still a lot of things that have not changed.
Oh yeah, no,
They're
I
still
mean,
there.
yeah, the industry it
He knows what I'm
creeps.
talking about.
Yeah, it creeps in some places, and in other places it takes leaps and
Yeah.
bounds. And but
Yeah.
we roll with the punches, right? We do what we do,
Hmm.
and we keep moving forward. We try to make the impact where we can make impacts, and where we don't, we just make observations. How about
I
that?
hear you. I
We make the
I hear
observations.
you. It's just I don't know. Now that we've been, I think since 2019, I don't know, we're just kind of just putting out music and I think this is the first year we haven't actually gotten a video out. But there's a reason why I haven't gotten a video out, and all I can say is that we're trying to get the formal permission to do the video.
Mhm.
And my husband is all about, if you don't know Luis, I know y'all have met him or you've seen him, but he's all about the legal stuff. And if it's not, if he doesn't have it written on paper, then we're not going to do it.
Right.
So that's where we're at on that. And I know Hilda can relate to me on probably on that as well. So um
Yes, most definitely. It's always better to have it down in writing and have it done the right way than to find
yes.
yourself in all of this legal mess later. And so, yes, completely understand that one.
Yeah, so we're just pacing along, and I finally got the EP out, which has 6 beautiful songs on it, produced by Brando Mireles, and done, of course,
Mhm.
at Gilbert Velasquez's studio in San Antonio. And so we got the first one out, which is Conóceme por Dentro, and it's doing real well. I know that some of the DJs right now are playing what they want. This is the first time, guys, that I get an EP out, period. Like, we would just do single at a time, you
Right.
know, single. And I don't know if maybe I should go back to, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not used to like getting this EP out. And so you push one song out, but then they're going to really want to play what they want to play.
Yes.
And I guess that's supposed to happen. I'm just like trying to get used to this, but I think we
Well,
have Ya Me Di Cuenta charting on, because Eddie Olivo is very very picky as well, and just like you, NDO, and y'all are very
mhm.
particular, which I admire and respect. But we weren't even pushing that song yet, but he just loves it because it's a beautiful ranchera, and so he's, next thing I know, it's charting. So I'm like, okay, he chose to play that song, so I guess go with it. So I'm just kind of like, we're like kind of like all over the place right now with music. And
Yeah, it's a different animal. I think that's what it is. But
yeah.
it's not necessarily a bad thing. I think the thing is, it's just that it kind of puts you on edge because you have all these different things that you're going out at, and you're like, okay, where am I going to put all this energy on? And you can't really. Yeah, I mean, you have to concentrate on one song, and that's the thing about an EP, concentrating on one song, so that way this is the song that we're
Oh,
pushing, this is the song that
yes.
we're pushing right now, and concentrate on that one, and then, but I will tell you this, it's to me, I also see the better side of it as well. For me, the silver lining is my show my show that I do on the weekends, it should have been a bigger hit, is it's just replaying and reintroducing some of the songs from the albums of the earlier part, where
Yes.
there were 10 songs that were put out, but only 2 songs were pushed during the album, and there were so many good songs that were left behind because they had to concentrate on just 2 or 3 songs, and then, hey, we got to go do another album, and all these other great songs were never heard, and that, and you can still hear them. You can still listen to them, and that's what I go back through and I say, hey, there's still more great music. You think they only had one good song? No, 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 no. They had all of this catalog here. There's a lot of artists. I firmly believe artists put their heart into everything that they do. And so a lot of artists have really, really good music that never got an opportunity to get out there and make an impact, and
That is true.
I share this story with Sevi Contreras. With Texas Latino, they came up here to San Angelo several months ago, and I told him, "There's this one song you got to do out here, and I'm telling you, it's a hit." And he's like, "Oh man, that song didn't do anything, And I was like, "Bro, I'm telling you, here in West Texas, that song was king. He came out here, he did that song, he was blown away." And I was like, "It's because
Wow.
we all live in this microcosm that we call home, and we don't see the impact that it happens outside." And so that's why I firmly believe we should let everybody have an opportunity to hear the music. We have to give people the opportunity to hear the music and have them the opportunity to fall in love. Give them the chance the audience to fall in love. And that's why Hilda and I adhere to that music needs to be heard. And Hilda's song that's been distributed out, what, 2 weeks now, Hilda?
Yeah, about 2 weeks now.
And it's pushing like, all over the place. And when I first heard that, I
Yeah.
was like, "Hilda, man, this is gonna be killer." And she's like, "Well, I don't know."
But you
And
know
I
what?
was like,
I think it's the okay. I don't know. Maybe I'm just me and I look for patterns and things. I think right now is just the season for rancheras. Everybody right now with the ranchera is
Yeah.
doing good, and they're getting the airplay. Rita Cappuccina has a great ranchera out right now that's doing well. But if you look at the ones that are doing really good right now, it's all rancheras. So I think it's just the season for. I wish I knew what the next season was going to be so I could be ahead of it.
I think
But
everybody wishes what the next one was. They knew what it
I know.
was.
I'm like, hey, I just got lucky, right? Because I put a ranchera out. But I don't know. I think it makes it a lot more fun when there's more than one song to kind of play around with
Yes.
and push, because you get to see everybody's different tastes, and not just individually, but kind of like what Indio was saying, is like in different areas and different pockets, a different
Correct.
song's gonna hit, right? So I don't know. To me, it's just part of the new wave of things. It's not the old school way where here you're just pushing this one song, right? And then you have to wait for the record to come out. And if you're lucky enough, you're gonna get to listen to the whole thing, right? So now with all this digital age, it's right there at your fingertips. So now you're like, hey, what else is on that? So I don't know. I think it's fun. I like the way that the industry's kind of going in that direction. I don't like everything about it, but that I do like. I like that now you can literally just go online and listen to any artist song. So everybody out there, go listen to the new Laura Linda song going on right now. Um, just
The,
type
the,
it
the,
in.
the EP, just get it all right
Listen
here.
to every single song, and then request every
And
single song on the radio, right? Like, why the heck not?
Yeah, why not? Why
I
not?
love
Real
it.
quick, let me catch up real quick. We had David Vela that joined us just now.
Hi,
Gavino,
David. Hi,
Gavino Perez,
Gabino.
yeah, he says, hello, Laura Lina, how are you doing? Hey,
Aw,
and a really good friend of the show, Madison Pulido. She
Oh,
says
yes.
hello, Madison.
Madison.
She
Hi,
had a
Madison.
wonderful show, and you need to see her with her band. She's got her band together, and she's got a whole
Yay.
show, and everything else. However, girl, how can you keep losing weight? You need to stop that. Get a sandwich, sit down, enjoy yourself. You don't. No, no, no.
Madison, come over to my house. I'll make you some enchiladas,
There
okay?
you go. Patricia Cruz Gutierrez. She says, "How,
Hi,
Laura Linda?
Patricia.
How are you
Hi.
doing? Yes,
How are
very, very.
you? Hi, Nilsa.
TDK, El del Monte, El Mero Monte. He says, Laura Linda
TDK.
Hilda, I'm gonna faint. Saludos, bendiciones a todos. That's what he says.
Oh, you
There
put
you
a
go.
fireman. Oh, I get you.
No fireman today.
Well,
Aw.
I'm sure Laura
Let's
Linda would
rock, Laura
probably help me
Linda.
out with this. Just saying.
I'm going to see you Friday, David. David, we're going to see David Friday. You got to be there. Dinner's on me, David.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah. Actually, you do that. You've been very involved with artists and with the community and empowerment for women. I know you invited me to one of your events that you had during Fanfare. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go.
Oh, it was our VIP after party.
Yeah, your
Yes,
VIP
yes.
after party. I definitely wanted to go, but I get pulled so many different and then I ended up having to do a music video during that time, and I just didn't. I ran out of time. Is what happened.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he ran out of time. I'm a witness.
Yeah. So
He was supposed to do
Aw.
another music video, but we're not gonna say anything about that.
no, we're not even going to
He
talk
ran
about
out
that.
of time.
Stop.
I'm like, poor Lawrence, because we make all these plans, no joke. We'd be like, okay, we're gonna do this, 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 and then we have it like all set. And then all of a sudden, all these people, no joke. And I thought, oh, Lawrence is just making excuses, right? No, you see them, and they're like, hey man, come do this. Hey, come do this. And you're just like, where's Lawrence? Like, where did he go?
It's hard.
It's funny because he's so in demand, and I gotta hand it to you when you're
Aw.
just that good. People want you to
No,
work
don't
with them.
don't do
People
that.
want you around them, and I'm fortunate to have
No.
Lawrence on my team. I'm
Yeah.
like Team Lawrence.
I'm
Awesome.
on
You
your team, but
go.
don't do that though. I'm just some guy. I'm just a regular
Ay,
guy.
nombre. Don't sell yourself short.
Madison
But
says,
I know Madison said she was front row at my show.
yeah, that's awesome. So
Oh, Madison. I think she was on like right before me. And my suite was at the Fairmount right across the street. Well, my whole balcony, it was like a huge balcony. You could literally see the stage that we were performing at. So
Oh
I
wow.
was looking at Madison right from the balcony. So I said, okay, we probably have like 10 minutes or something before, and we just had to walk across the street and the stage was right there. It was amazing.
oh
And so
wow.
we got to see Madison, and of course Johnny Rod, and all Johnny Rod used to play in my group back in the day. And
Oh yeah, yeah,
Johnny
yeah.
Rod's
yeah,
good people.
and yeah, he is. He goes, hi, Laura. And so I got to see him perform, and I told my guys, hey, y'all step up because Johnny Rod and all them guys are playing, and if you don't watch it,
we're not gonna look bad in front of Johnny Rock.
oh no, but I had a bunch of really talented musicians as well. But thumbs up for little Madison. She did a great job. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but I got to see most of it from the balcony, and then of course then when we went on, I believe she said she was there front row, so that was very nice. Madison, thank you so
Aw.
much.
That's one
Yes,
thing I really have to
And
shout out to Madison is that she is so supportive of all
yes.
of the artists. She's like all the time. I see her taking pictures and just hanging out, cheering everybody on. Man, I love Madison.
she is. She's a wonderful person. I mean, she's kind and dear to my heart. And I just love working with her. Stephanie Martinez is another beautiful soul.
Stephanie.
Great
Okay.
voice, yeah, and she's also she's got another. I think she has another song out
And
coming out
she's
here.
one heck of a songwriter. Like she writes
Yeah,
all of her stuff.
and
Really?
Yes.
she's kind of a kindred heart with you, Laura, because she dances as well. She's
Yeah,
she's a teacher.
I think she said. I think I met her. I met her once. I met her over at the All Star Music Awards, and I think she was talking to me about her being a school teacher, and then she got to she was wanting to become a singer or an artist, and she was very, very nice. So
Hmm.
I did have the opportunity to meet her once there at the awards. So hi,
Alice
Stephanie.
Barbosa.
She's amazing.
Alice Barbosa. Hello from Idaho to La Laura Linda. Look at that. There you go.
Hi,
Yeah.
Elise.
And
Hi.
Madison
Thank
says,
you for
Laura,
joining.
oh, you watch. Thank you. Yes. And thank you for supporting, she says. So there you go.
Yes,
Oh,
Nilsa
we did.
Roman, she says, I saw you at the balcony. I was by your stage.
She was waving from the stage. Louder.
Yeah, TDK says, I got to dance with Laura Linda at Tequilas and with Madison at Fanfare. Woohoo! No más me falta Hilda. Con el promiso
That's
de
right,
sus...
Hilda. You're next. Hilda's
hey,
next.
Rick doesn't care. He'll start just passing me around. Here you go. Take her, please. Take her. That I'm the reason he loses all his hair. Okay.
Oh, no, oh my
And
gosh.
you know what, Matt? You know what? You have not danced with TDK. It's a lot of fun.
He's,
He's doing them turns
yeah,
and
he's a dancer. He sure is a
Okay,
dancer.
TDK. Next time, you and me,
Next
buddy.
time, right? And he's tall too. So he's tall
Oh,
too.
that's even better, right?
Yeah,
Because I'm
he's not a short
5'9",
guy. He's
so
tall. I love you guys, all of y'all, for your support, supporting Tejano. And then Danny Noyola, he says, "Hey, saludos, amiga."
Noyola.
And
oh
hola,
yes,
Indio and Hilda. Hey, how are you doing, brother?
Hey, Danny. Hi
Corpus
to you and your
Christi, my
wife.
Stephanie,
hometown.
yeah, hey, how's it going? And then Vicky says, "Oh, hi, hello to Carlos P. Garcia. Carlos, thank you so very much."
Hi, Carlos.
TDK said he says a shout out to
To-
Victoria's Promotions. She was
She's
She's
everywhere.
everywhere. Yes, it's the Victorious Promotions. I always have to say, and Vicky's like, Loud, I gotta come up with a name. And I said, there's only one name for you, sweetheart. And she's like, what's that? And I said, Vicky Victorious Promotion. She goes, Victor. I said, because when you're victorious, you know, you're at the top, honey. I said,
Right.
Victorious Promotions. And she goes, oh my God, that's amazing. So
I got it. I'm going to put it
I
down.
know that I'm gonna do it.
Well, Stephanie says that she's a dance teacher. Her business is Twinkle Toes Dance. 20
Yay.
years in business. Gracias a Dios. Man, that's pretty
That's
cool, man.
amazing.
That's
Yes.
amazing. Carlos
I
P.
admire
Garcia.
her for that. I admire her because you know what? You're making a difference in children's lives, and the children are our future. So I cater to the South Dallas children here in Dallas. It's the lower income children. They still pay their dance tuition, but they don't pay half of what the children with a lot of money have because our kids deserve the same fair opportunity. And so that's who I cater to here in the West Dallas area.
Oh, wow.
One of the things that we don't realize, especially once standardized testing came into education back in the 80s, late 80s, was that a lot of the arts fell victim to that standardization of arts because they were concentrating on getting these standardized testing, and we already know that standardized tests do not mean anything as far as children and education are concerned. It's more of an acclimate of justification for funds, and that doesn't even make sense. We're here to teach. We should be teaching children how to live,
That's right.
and
Yes.
this is not viable. Music and dance and art creates a person, and it creates a good person, and the arts make a person more well-rounded, and this is a well-known fact. A
Yes.
lot of the great people in the world that have made great contributions to humanity were artists themselves. And so giving the arts like what you have done to help some of the people that normally wouldn't have this available to them is a godsend, because just like the stories that we hear of the young kid from the ghetto who gets his football scholarship and goes on to be in the NFL and gets his contract, so does that young person that goes to dance class and makes it to Rockefeller Center or wherever. They have
Yes.
to get that. They need that motivation, and they need
It's a
access to
self-esteem
arts.
booster.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Andio. It's a self-esteem booster. I mean, a lot of these children are bullied at school. They have no hope. Their self-esteem is really low. A lot of them don't have a whole lot of money. And because of that, it's like a game changer for them. When they
Yeah.
walk in my door, we don't go to competitions or anything like that because all of them are winners. When they walk through my door, they're all winners, and that's what I teach them to be. So, um, if I can just change the life of one little girl, well, then for me, then I've done my job. or I'm doing my job. So, I mean, that's where we're at. And, I mean, between my dance company and, of course, my beautiful daughter that just made the drill team as well at her school, just we have a lot of stuff going. My music career, Team Laudelinda is, again, we have hired a wonderful publicist, and that's just kind of taking us to new heights. So
definitely getting you out there
yes.
in the deal. And when I got the call, it was like, do you want to interview Laura Linda? And I was like, well, what took you so long, bro?
You're
it's like
so sweet.
it's been like a year. Come on now. To be honest with you, and like Hilda says, it's because we get these calls that, hey, what about this one and what about that one? And I told Hilda last year, I was like, you know what? I don't want to do it too far out in advance, because last year we were about 4 months we were like 4 months in advance.
Solid. And then we didn't have any room for like just the little like drop-ins, like, hey, I've got this coming up or this coming up, and we're like, where do we put you? Well, we can't put you until after your event. So it's like, it gets crazy, but it's a good thing. It's a good crazy.
Yeah, but it's just kind of, I was like, oh man, but it's already, people are already pushing, and I was like, you know what? I'm trying to keep it short. I'm trying to keep it, because it's stuff that, the stuff that happens, and so I was like, okay, I got this one, put her in, let's just put her in solid. All right, we'll get it. Orlando Cardenas says, hey, when is TDK going to be a guest on the show? He's an iconic.
Hey,
you know what?
We should.
TDK won't do the show. I've already asked him. I've already asked him. TDK won't do the show.
TDK come do the show. TDK.
He won't do it.
Maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll do it if his girlfriend or friend Rocio does it with him.
Right.
Maybe he'll do it then.
Right.
I promise to bring a fireman if you.
What's the story with a fireman?
Oh my God, no!
I don't know anything about a fireman.
Okay.
Oh.
She asked, NDO. She asked.
Please, okay.
I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to tell the story.
I don't even remember how it started. I think it was just a joke that I said when we were talking about firemen, and who doesn't admire a good-looking fireman, right? I mean, come on. Any man in a uniform is good-looking.
It was during one of those new music things that it was just her and I, and we were just banter between the two of us.
We're having way too much fun. So then it just kind of became this joke that, a lot of our listeners just started chiming in, especially TDK. And so now it's this thing. So now we have this whole concept, right? So there's going to be a song. There's going to be a music video. And I know Shelly's on board, Jose Rosario. Who else do we have? We have Joanna Ray.
Rita, Isabel Marie.
Isabel Marie. Like, pretty much every female who's been on this show has said, yes, tag, I'm it, right? So, we're going to write a song. There's going to be a music video. And in this said music video, because the song's going to be all about firemen, we're going to have firemen.
And it started out as a joke about fireman calendar, and then it's like they're gonna be like all these sexy firemen everywhere, and I have to shoot these sexy firemen laying around.
And Lawrence is shooting the
video.
And I'm like, why do I want to be part of this? It's just,
so Laura Linda, I mean, how do you?
All right, stop! Project? No, that's like.
I didn't hear that, Hilda. What was that?
I said, how would you feel about being a part of this project?
It's that fireman.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's a huge ask to be surrounded by so many good-looking firemen.
Oh my gosh. I can just. Do I have any plans on performing in Houston? Absolutely. You know what, Hilda? I mean, I'm team all in. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh, man! Come on. Wait, what was the video? Wait, I have that video that you did.
What?
She has a very alluring video.
Oh,
mi hombre, yo soy su mujer, yo soy su mujer.
I was like, very daring.
I know.
I did that.
When I did the interview after, I was like, Laura.
Nobody thinks Laura's going to do something like that, right? Yeah. Well,
Orlando
I asked my
Cardenas, yeah.
husband. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it with my husband because I'm just. I mean, that's just me. I'm not going to be doing
Aw.
videos with another man. So if you see, well, not any kind of moves like that, but
Except
I
for the
always.
fireman, right?
Except for the fireman, Hilda. All right,
Oh my
no.
God.
Hey, we can dress your husband up in a fireman's uniform if that makes it a little bit easier. Okay,
Okay, all right.
we can do that.
Okay, so he says, that's what TDK says. We can put Luis in the fireman uniform.
Oh yes, I'm sure. He's retired now, so I bet you he'd be game for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Nisla Roman says, you can play that song "Fire" by the Ohio Players. Fire, fire. No, wasn't it the Pointer Sisters that did that song?
I think there's been
When
several
we
people.
kiss, ooh, fire.
Yeah. Oh yes, I think so. That's a good one, Indio.
I'm a DJ, man. Come on. So, Laura, so let's talk about this song that we were talking about. Oh my God, that we were supposed to be talking about. Conocerme por dentro.
Conóceme por dentro. Yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting title. It's more of a know me inside more than outside.
It's a beautiful song.
Yes, it is a beautiful song. Tell me about the evolution of this song.
Well, it was written by Brando Mireles. That's his song. And he wanted to come up with a very romantic song for me. He says, Laura, I got the perfect song for you to sing that I want you to sing. And, it not only relates to women, but it relates to men as well. They jump into relationships and they just don't get to know each other. They just jump into them and they don't know one another. So the song is just basically saying, I want you to know me from the inside. The interior is very important. It's not all about the exterior, and you have to love me from the inside and not just the outside. So it's just a beautiful song, and it's Vicky's favorite song off the EP. I mean, she just went, well, besides La Isla Bonita, but she just loves Conóceme por dentro. So, hopefully everybody out there is enjoying the song, and we'll just continue to see how it does. But I think Brando did an exceptional job.
Well, I'm sure they do. Vicky V is actually chiming in with some information. Laura Linda is performing April the 21st at Fiesta de los Reyes.
Yes.
San Sabas stage, the South San Sabas stage at 3:30 p.m. There you go. Yeah. Yes, and yes, it is my favorite song. And Tejana Martinez says it's awesome. And Nilsa says it's a beautiful song. I don't believe you. So we're going to have to listen to it. We're going to have to listen to it.
You have to hear it.
We have to hear
Check
it.
it out, Hilda. You're going to
even,
say yes.
Even though it's been playing on my radio since I got it. So it's okay. Conocerme por dentro from Laura Linda. That is Laura Linda. That is Hilda Lamas. And this is Indio right here on Qvo Radio. And it goes like this.
Quiero que me conozcas por dentro, que te enamores de mi corazón y te des cuenta que lo que te ofrezco es tan hermoso, lleno de pasión. A veces la apariencia engaña y la belleza acaba también. You say I'm pretty y te lo agradezco. Vamos a darnos un poco de tiempo y después, si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Bésame toda de pies a cabeza, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Quiero que me hagas tu princesa, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Pero primero, conóceme por dentro. Quiero que me conozcas por dentro, que te enamores de mi corazón y te des cuenta que lo que te ofrezco es tan hermoso lleno de pasión. A veces la apariencia engaña y la belleza acaba también. You say I'm pretty y te lo agradezco. Vamos a darnos un poco de tiempo y después, si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Bésame toda de pies a cabeza, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Quiero que me hagas tu princesa, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Pero primero, conóceme por dentro. Si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Bésame toda de pies a cabeza, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Si quieres piérdeme el respeto, hazme el amor por fuera y por dentro. Quiero que me hagas tu princesa, hazme el amor hasta que amanezca. Pero primero, conóceme por dentro.
Nice. Juan Gonzalez, he says, hey, look, saludos. Wait, what happened? Get out of the way. I know, it's just like my video screen went like crazy. Juan Gonzalez, by the way, Roxanne said something very, very interesting. She says, listen, love the words. The words, the lyrics to a song always have something great to do with it. And
Thank you, Roxanne.
Yeah, it's very, very true. You know, even when you slipped in that little, you call me sexy, I say thank you. You know, that's really good. Nobody calls.
Por dentro.
Nobody.
No, I think
nobody
honestly,
calls me sexy.
It's such an important song for for everybody, but I think for females in general, especially the younger girls. To me, it's almost like, hey, you need, have a little respect in yourself and expect a man to respect you as well, right? And I think that's something that just as, generation has gone on, we've kind of lost that. And I don't know really what caused that. I don't think anybody really could tell you that. But I think it's just such a beautiful song and it's just so relatable. And I think it's something that women just, it's kind of like a reminder, like, hey, you have to respect yourself, but then the man in your life needs to respect you too. And it goes both ways.
Yes.
It's not just,
There has to be,
for sure.
There has to be respect on both sides, definitely.
Know your worth. Keep your standards high, very high.
Exactly.
And if you end up alone, that's okay. Don't ever settle. Don't ever
right
settle.
guy will come along.
Nilsa says, I think Laura Linda should sing Amame una vez más.
Now we're getting song requests.
This is not a jukebox, mija. But I'll accept your dollars. No, just kidding.
Hey, we'll contribute to your GoFundMe.
All right.
For a tour bus or what?
I don't have a tour bus. You know what? I honestly, let me ask you this. And I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't even be saying this. Maybe never mind. I won't say it. Never mind.
No, just say it. Just go there.
Bobby Castañeda says hello, everyone. Great cumbia, Laura. She says that.
Thank you, Bobby.
I'm here. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. And TDK says, I got to get to know them on the inside. Yeah, you go. You got to get them to know them on the inside.
Have to.
Women deserve respect at all times, and that's one of the things that I think we need to learn again. That's to say that it's okay to not have respect for people in general. I said this last week, and people were kind of a little taken aback by it, but it's very, very true. My grandfather had always expressed that there are many, many, many people in this world, but there are very few humans, and we need to be human to each other. And especially in this day and age of all of this polarization that we have, we need to stop putting labels on each other. We are not labels. We are people. We have likes and dislikes and all this other stuff, but it's okay that we do have dislikes. I'll do this little exercise with y'all. Think of a friend, a very good friend, and say their name out loud. And when you say their name, do you think of what color they are, or how tall they are, or
No.
whether they come from this or from that? No. That's how we should treat people, because they are not a condition. They're not a box. They're not a thing. They're just people, and that's the way we should treat them. The words are beautiful. Relationships are all about respect, and if you don't have respect, then I don't want to have a relationship. That's correct, Vicky V. That is correct. Rick Valderrama, my good friend, my brother from another mother. How are you doing, brother? And you know what? Rick has been on this thing to help his brother out, and man, does he look good. He slimmed down. He lost like 20 pounds, but I think I gained him, bro.
Come on, what's your secret?
He's been doing everything. I know. I'm like, I smell a brownie and gained 2 pounds.
I think I got one and I gained 10.
All right. Roxanne Ruiz, absolutely. And then, but that's the way. I mean, Laura, you have, what's your secret, sweetheart? You stay beautiful. I've known you. You've been beautiful the whole time I've known you. What's your secret? What's the, do you have like a witch's brew that you drink or?
No.
It's good living. It's what it's called. It's good. Juan Gonzalez.
I mean, I don't know. I just try not to stress. I try not to worry. Sometimes I can be a really big worry worm. I don't know. I don't know if sometimes people say sometimes it's just in the genes, in your family genes. I don't know. I don't consider myself like super, super young looking, but I think I've done okay, for my age. And I think everybody has room for improvement. I need to still improve, on a lot of different things. But I do it just one step at a time. Like I told Louise, if it ever comes, if this ever is not fun for me anymore, then Hilda, I just, because as I mean, I could be doing a million other things. But if it ever becomes not fun anymore, then he just said, just let him know, because it just, life is short. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, if you don't feel good about yourself, if you don't feel like you look good, then you need to be doing something else. So.
Exactly. I think that self-love has a lot to do with it, because if you are just enjoying what you're doing and you just love who you are, it doesn't matter what you look like or anything like that. You're just content being who you are in the body that you're in. I think that right there's a secret somewhere in there for just how you look, not just on the outside, but it's how you carry yourself, right?
Yeah,
so
just be you, and I've told plenty of people, for us, for Native Americans, we don't measure wealth by how much we attain. We measure wealth by how much we give away. And
there you go.
There are different measurements and different perspectives. So it's all a matter of perspective. And if you could be the most beautiful person on the planet, but if you don't feel it, you are not going to be it. So that's all there is to it.
Exactly.
Alfredo Metzkin, he says, hello, everyone. I'm late, but I'm here from Conroe, Texas.
Yay!
Jeff
Hi,
Martinez,
Alfredo.
but Jeff says, hello, good evening. That's Stephanie's, my honey, just a gentleman. He says, such a blessing to teach my son to be a gentleman as well. That's good.
That's awesome. Yes.
Irene is from Glendale, Arizona. Saludos from Glendale, Arizona. Thank you so very much for joining us, sweetheart. Yeah,
Indio, you must be. I mean, you're so popular. I mean, I've done several interviews, and and I don't ever see all these different people coming on from all these different places. So again, kudos to you and Hilda for putting on a fantastic. Well, you know what? Like he tells me, it takes a team. And I just think that, you guys have a really great, thing going on. And I just
Thank
want
you
to
so
give you
very
a
much.
thumbs
Oh,
up
thank
because you've got,
you.
people coming in and chiming in from all different areas. So, that's a big thumbs up for you guys. And,
Thank you
and,
so very much. Ray Arturo
absolutely.
Ruiz, he says, hello there, Laura Linda. I know
Oh,
through
hi.
Lee Garza. So there you
Yes,
go.
Mr. Lee. Yes, Lee Garza. We were working together at one time, and Lee's
Hmm.
a phone call away. If I ever, need to talk to him, he's a phone call away. And I just want to, let everybody know to come and visit my website at lauralinda.com. And I say Laura because sometimes people get mixed up and they spell it Lora.
Oh, they don't have
They'll
to
never
worry about
find
that
it.
because you know what? I already helped you out there because if you want to go ahead and get it, check it out. Mira nomás.
Oh, there you
The
go,
Laura Linda
India.
official website. You go ahead and click on that QR code, and it'll take you right to Laura Linda website. So that way,
You're
also
so
has access
awesome.
to all of her stuff there at her website, including her music. Because I encourage you to buy her album, buy her music. She's got a great catalog. That is how you support your Tejano artists. You support
Yes.
your favorite artists by going to their shows, buying their merch. That's how you do it. Put the phone down. Put it down. You don't need to record it. People were trying to take pictures of the moon. I mean, of the solar eclipse today. You probably burned out your phone. I can't take pictures anymore. Well, because you're not supposed to use your phone to do that. Okay, and it's probably a good thing. But look, your mind is never going to be as good. I mean, your phone is never going to be as good as your mind. Your mind is 10 times better. You're going to have a better memory of what you saw than what you record on your phone. So
And let the
don't.
professionals,
Yeah.
do that stuff. Right now, so
I
gets paid all these big bucks to take awesome pictures. Let them do it.
Yes, for
I
sure.
have I have a camera that costs thousands of dollars that takes actual 4K footage. Okay? This is what a 4K camera looks like.
Oh,
Not
wow.
this. This is
Wow.
this is a
You know,
little bitty camera. This is
and
not.
that's what and India, that's what they're talking about, like video wise. We've requested 4K cameras. So the
Mhm.
fact that you even have one in your hand is just admirable. So that's where it's at now with videos. It's 4K. And
Actually, I have three 4Ks, two 5Ks, and two 6Ks. So
oh gosh. So then
yeah,
okay.
I know.
He's all
All
I have
fancy.
right.
I have
So
a
if
whole I have a whole array of
if
music.
y'all didn't know, NDO shoots music
Stop!
videos.
No, 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 no.
Oh, I didn't know
Yes.
that. I did not
Just
know
letting y'all
that.
know. Now he hasn't shot any of mine yet.
Oh, you see, that's
But
why I didn't want you to say
Hey.
but I
it.
am like promoting him actively because
Uh,
That was
he's
one of the
done
ones
a
that
lot. Like he really has done a lot.
I
And
did
I'm a
19 last
patient
year.
person. I wait my turn, because I know it's coming. But y'all, seriously, if
Vicky,
you need a really good music video, hit him up.
Vicky says
girl.
Laura Linda sitting in a brand new Mercedes doing this interview.
Well, I
David
had to
Vela
come
says
in
that's a
my
great
car.
interview.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Yes, my husband bought me this Mercedes for my anniversary, and I had
Happy
one before
anniversary.
this. But thank you. But he got me I guess a newer one just because I guess we don't want to have to ever mess with anything ever happening to the one that you're
Hmm.
driving because they're not cheap. So, but I'm very grateful again to have an amazing man in my life. And people ask, why did you wait so long, Lauda? Because I married him. Boy, I think it was my first and only marriage. So I waited a very long time, and it's the first and only, and it'll be the only. And like what goes back to the song, I've always been very, very, very particular about who I was going to settle down with. It had to be a lot like my father, just a true gentleman that they just don't make anymore. And it reminded me of Hilda because Hilda says, Rick is very good to me. He takes care of me in so many ways, and I can definitely relate to Hilda because I mean, sometimes I can't even believe that this man is like for real. Like, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's strange, and I know you know what I'm talking about. Um, but again, I'm very, very blessed to have him in my life, and very grateful. And I think he's more excited about me in the industry than I am. So, I mean, He walks
It's
very proud,
Yes.
and
They're
oh
our
yeah,
biggest cheerleaders, right?
yeah, yeah.
And
No,
and
you're
they're
definitely.
right.
always the
You're right.
first ones like, who screwed you over? What? Who didn't pay you? Let me go take
Yeah,
care of them, right? Like, and it's like, calm down, killer. Calm down. I got
Yeah.
this.
yeah, definitely. Hey, real quick, hello to Norma Salazar from from
Hi, Miss
Michigan.
Norma.
Yeah, and thank you so very much. And let's go ahead and take a listen to another song that I want people to take a listen to prove to people that you have a great catalog. This is another song that I really do enjoy from your from just recent. Well, that you've done here. Te metiste. It's a great song, and it just shows another avenue, another side of your vocal ability, and it's because people need to understand that you have the whole package. You can sing
Well,
everything.
thank you.
That's what we
Thank
need to.
you.
That's
You're so
what we need to
sweet.
do. So let's go ahead and take a listen. This is Laura Lina Te Metiste right here on Qvo Radio. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
¿Cómo te pago todas las noches, todas las veces que me has hecho tan feliz? Tú te entregas totalmente, me demuestras que eres solo para mí. ¿Cómo te digo? ¿Cómo te explico? Que necesito estarte haciendo sonreír. No puedo ver tu carita destrozada por el llanto y la tristeza, porque me pone a sufrir. Y te metiste completamente en mi vida. No hay un momento que no esté pensando en ti. Y te metiste como el agua entre mis manos para quedarte siempre, siempre junto a mí. Y te metiste así como no queriendo. Me ilusionaste, me enamoraste y hoy soy solo para ti. Ay, amorcito, ¿dónde andas? ¿Cómo te digo? ¿Cómo te explico? Que necesito estarte haciendo sonreír. No puedo ver tu carita destrozada por el llanto y la tristeza, porque me pone a sufrir. Y te metiste completamente en mi vida. No hay un momento que no esté pensando en ti. Y te metiste como el agua entre mis manos para quedarte siempre, siempre junto a mí. Y te metiste así como no queriendo. Me ilusionaste, me enamoraste y hoy soy solo para ti. Y amorcito, y solo para ti, mi amor.
Very
Thank you,
nice,
Rusty.
very nice, very nice,
I
very
love
nice.
it.
Roxanne says,
Thank
love this
you.
song, Laura.
Oh, and it reminds me all about Corpus Christi. Oh wait, because it was shot
Yes,
in Corpus
Hilda.
Christi. I was
You-
like,
you know,
hey, I know that place.
Yeah, Roxanne says beautiful voice. Yeah, Irene
Thank
says
you,
a beautiful
Rusty.
voice. Yeah,
Thank
so I'm,
you.
you
Thank
know,
you. You know, I'm born. I'm originally from Corpus Christi, born and raised all my life. And so I left Corpus Christi. Well, I was on tour with it. back then it was Joe Lopez, Laura Linda, y La Nueva Imagen Más, and I was on tour. We were on tour together,
Mm-hmm.
and when I left Corpus Christi, I think in 2000, and because
Oh
my band
wow.
was based here in Dallas. Well, I told Daddy, Daddy, I'm gonna go for a couple of weeks, Dad. I'd never lived out of my house in Corpus Christi with my parents. 2 weeks turned into 2 months. 2 months turned into 2 years.
Wow.
I never, when you, I mean, I was like a kid in a candy store in this beautiful city of Dallas here. I never wanted to go back home.
That is so
And
crazy.
till this day. So, but I will say that I will go back home one day, and when I'm done, um, I already told my husband, we're planning on getting that house by the ocean, and I
Mm-hmm.
do want to go. I want to go back home. I do want to go back to Corpus Christi, but
Aw.
my daughter is 12, and when she gets herself into college and everything like that, because I just won't leave her. And I just
Yeah.
da- Corpus Christi right now, and I love it's the beautiful city by the sea, but there's just no opportunity there, guys. I mean, it's just, I hate to say it, but it's beautiful and
It's
everything, and we
it's
go
it's
and visit
it's a
it, but
Yeah.
tourist place, not necessarily an industry or
yes,
yeah.
yes,
I
yes.
understand. I grew up out in the country. I was a good old country boy. Unfortunately for me, I have 4 college degrees. And so you can't use a college degree out in the country.
No.
No,
Sorry.
And so
no, that's
I,
amazing
yeah,
though.
I had to go and ply my wares, in the big city. And
Yeah.
I was in Arlington, and that's where I ended up. I lived in Arlington because I worked in out of Fort Worth, and then out of Irving, and out of that's where I was at. Working for Verizon and
Yeah.
for several different tech companies out there, and that's where I got most of my work done. But
Yeah.
yeah, you have to, if that's part of the life that you're chasing, that's where you have to be. And
Yeah. It just
you
kind of
have to be
depends
where
on
the
what you
work is.
want.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born and raised in
Yeah.
Aransas Pass, which is what, like 18 miles outside of
Yeah.
Corpus Christi. And
Oh
then I
wow.
lived in Corpus. So I moved to Corpus a year after you left. I moved in 2001. So we
Okay.
just missed each other. Um,
Oh
and
wow.
now I live here in Harlingen, and it's like the perfect mix for me. It's small town feel, but it's bigger than my hometown, but not as crazy busy as Corpus. So I mean,
Still
I'm
just
loving it.
far. It's far away. I'm in West Texas, and I like West Texas. No, I don't. I mean, well, I do, but West Texas is, what? I like West Texas because where I live, I'm in the middle of everything. I have
Uh-huh.
I, Odessa Midlands, not too far away. There's, Odessa has like what 165,000, and then Midland has 127,000
Yeah.
people living there. Abilene has 167,000. San Angelo has 127,000. So I'm in the middle of 500,000 people. So
I mean, it's not bad where I'm at. So I'm in Harlingen, and then if you go down south, there's Brownsville and South Padre. If you go up north, you got McAllen. So, and then if you go up 77, you got Corpus. Eventually, you'll hit it. It's just not bad.
Vic Martinez says, saludos from Phoenix, Arizona. How are you doing, Phoenix?
Oh, hi.
Miguelito Hernandez says, hello, Miguelito. How are you doing, brother?
Hi.
Congratulations on your sponsorship
Oh.
and your award.
Oh
Great.
yes, he was my drummer for 2
Yes.
shows already.
Yes, and
Hi,
what a
Miguelito.
talent! What a talent! But I will tell you this, Miguelito, your dad, Miguel Hernandez, sits high on my artist list. The man is talented, a wonderful person,
Oh
and
yes. Oh yes.
he's an
amazing.
he's an amazing man. You're learning a lot from him, and it's great to know him and everything else. But you're taking after him, and so it's pretty awesome. So Alfredo says, you lost volume. I can't hear anything. Sorry, brother. We're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Norma, can you hear us?
Yeah, Norma, can you hear us? Is everybody, can y'all hear us? Miguelito says, thank you very much. So apparently he can hear
So
us.
he can hear us. Is
So-
it just maybe a YouTube thing? So
Yeah,
I think he's watching on YouTube.
Yeah, because
Oh, that might be true.
we're on. Yeah, I've got YouTube. I've got Twitch. I've got By the way, that's Roku behind us, Laura.
Oh, is it?
That's live TV behind us.
Oh,
TDK.
wow.
Yeah. Alfredo, check your hearing aid. It happens all the time.
TDK, that is so wrong.
Gracie says, yes, we can hear you.
Gracie's like my favorite person, y'all.
Y'all didn't do a TikTok, thank God. No.
Hey, how do you know? We just maybe didn't post it yet.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, it was my sound bar. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Was it the sound bar or the hearing aid? I'm just curious.
Laura, so what's you know what? Let's go ahead and take this opportunity for Laura to go ahead and send out her thank yous and everything else, and let people know where we can find your information and everything else, and when we can take that opportunity to see your next show. In the meantime, for those of y'all people that want to get more information from Laura, you can go ahead and click the QR code.
So cool.
You can get that QR code, and it'll take you straight to her
Yes.
YouTube channel, and to her her website. So Laura, this is just you by yourself. Go ahead and send out your thank yous and everything else, so that way you can go ahead and take care of that.
First of all, I want to thank you, Indio, and of course Hilda for this evening interview. It's been not all of them are fun. I mean, I've had so much fun with you guys today or tonight, and it's been so much fun to do this interview. And I want to send a shout out to everybody that's tuned in to Indio Lawrence's podcast tonight. And I just want to say continue to follow lauralinda.com. We will see you in San Antonio on the 21st. My band and I will be taking the stage at Market Square on the San Saba stage. So we're going to be playing all of our hits, and we want everybody to come on out and join us on the 21st of April over at Fiesta de los Reyes. So we're going to be singing anywhere from, of course, I'm originally from the country industry. So we'll be doing country, we'll be doing Tejano, we'll be doing rock, we'll be doing just a little bit of everything for everybody out there. So again, come on out and join us. I want to send a shout out to my publicist, Desiree Martinez, also Lorena Monroe with Bonita Productions. I want to send a shout out to Vicky V from Victorious Promotions. She's really, really done an amazing job on Team La La Linda. I want to send a shout out to David Bella, movie star David Bella, everybody that's been tuned in tonight. Roxanne Mendoza. I think that y'all said Stephanie Martinez, and Madison Polito. Just everybody. I don't want to miss anybody, but again, TDK. Everybody that's been tuned in tonight, y'all have made it so much fun. And Nilsa Roman, thank you so much for joining us. But again, we will be actually coming out with our greatest hits album, and that's going to be this year. So that's the album that I would definitely say, is going to have all of our amazing music on it. So again, we thank you so much for tuning in to our interview tonight, and we look forward to seeing you on the 21st in San Antonio.
Awesome. Hey, and don't forget to hit that.
Button.
Get that QR code going and everything else. Real quickly, Miguelito says, hey, you should come and see me and Sunny Sauceda perform at the Fiestas downtown. Give us a time, brother, so that way you know where to go ahead and share it and everything else.
Date and time.
Date and time, so that we can go ahead and share that. Vicky V says, great interview. Thank y'all, Lawrence, Indio, and Ilda, and Vic. Vic Martinez says, I got your CD por ti. How about that?
Awesome. That's going to be a collector's item someday.
I have it as well. I have it. And you know what? Oh, dadgummit. I have a picture. I had to sign some paperwork just a while ago, and I moved the picture. But I have the Pura Vida Awards when we were at the Pura Vida Awards. Wow. You and I have the pictures.
Are you serious, India?
Yes.
You got to send it to me. That was like decades. That was like years ago.
Yes, I know. That's what I'm telling you. I was like this. Anyway, we're gonna have to. You know what? We're gonna have to come back to the show so that we can share it. You have to come back. See, now I have a reason to have you come back.
We can share the video when we performed at the awards that night too, and with my accordion player that we lost.
like a couple of months ago. I'm sure you saw it on Facebook, but
Hmm.
yeah, so that was a memorable event for all of us.
Okay, definitely. Yeah. Desiree Serna Martinez, we are so honored to represent such a tremendous talent. There you go. Definitely
Aw,
true. TDK says, thanks for the shout out. I miss saludos a
thank you,
Luis.
Desiree.
Stay blessed. And then Borrado says, Indio always have a good interview. Thank you, brother. But
Aw, that's so
Yes,
you know
he
sweet.
what?
does.
Thank
Yeah, thank you
He
you.
so very much.
does.
It's not me. It's the talent, and it's Hilda helps as well. She's the one that
Oh,
does most
man.
of
Absolutely.
I
it.
We
just
Love the
love
talked
it
show.
all
about
together.
firemen.
Red shirt, blue pants, cowboy hat. Definitely, definitely. Yes, that's the one. And but sorry, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah. Go to their shows and support your Tejano music
Yes.
artists. That's the best way you can do it. Go to their shows, buy their
For
merch.
sure.
And buy their albums. It's only 99 cents for the
And
song.
request their music on the radio,
And
guys. That
request their
helps more
music.
than you know.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely request their music. And if you know of a new artist, or if you are a band, and you want your music to be heard, go ahead and send it in to me at admin at Qvo Radio as well. If you are listening to the radio station, which I know a lot of you are, and you see the add to cart button on the app or on the website, go ahead and click on that one. It'll take you to iTunes, and you can go ahead and purchase the music. Yes, you can purchase it there, even though you're on Android. I do not make any money from that transaction, but because I participate in the program, I do get a discount on my licenses because I'm a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, SILSIC, C-Core, all of them. And that is what I had to say. Thank you so very much. It's a common commercial that I always have to put down there. Miguelito says April the 25th at Fiesta Alegre. There you go. Tejano Explosion and Fiesta Fernandez and all of them. There,
That's
thank
a
you very
lot
much.
of dates. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a lot of dates. There you go. So remember, she's going to be performing here pretty soon. She's going to be in your area in Houston, so be looking out for that. But the easiest way to get her there is request her. Go to your
That's
clubs,
right.
go to your locations, and say, "Hey, have you heard that new Laurelina song? No, why don't you get her over here and she can sing it to you for live, and then maybe we could make some money and everybody be happy." That's the way you do it. So it's not that hard. All you got to do is ask. If you ask, you believe it or not, they listen. The clubs listen.
They do. Yes.
The more people ask for their artist, the more they will likely ask them, because the clubs are just rolling dice. They don't know what you want. They're guessing. They're fishing. But if you tell them, I want this artist here, they will bring that artist there.
Yes.
Because they know what they what people are asking for. Hello, tu amigo Pete. How are you doing, brother?
Hi, Pete.
So that's what you got to do. And Roxanne says, "I will do it." So there you go.
Yeah.
Do it,
you go.
Roxanne. Go,
Do it,
go,
do
go.
it, do it. That's what we need to do. And I put what people want. Borrado, by the way, he's a DJ there in Houston, and so that's what he does. Borrado, I'm going to send you Laura Linda's new song so that way you can play it, so that way people can say, "Hey, check it out. That's an
Yes.
awesome song. Let's go ahead and put it on there." I'll send it to you, brother, so that way you can jam out and make sure that people know who
Absolutely.
it is, so that way they can request it and they can also say, "Hey, check it out, man. I like that." Definitely. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and play another song. Consume por dentro.
It's no. You. Well, we played that one. Do you want to play Ya Me Di Cuenta? You want to do another song?
Well, I was gonna close out the shows, but yeah, we can do Llame de Cuarto.
No. We can close it out, but close it out with another song, or you can play the one that you like, Indio.
Well, I like them all. Ni un tequila. You want to do that one?
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or do you want to do Tú eres mi hombre, yo soy tu
Let's do
mujer?
that one because that one's Nielsa, that one's Vicky, that's their favorite. So play that one.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
see, I got them all, girl. I got them all. I'm telling you, I do these things. So
Are you gonna play the video too?
Yes, I am.
Oh goodness.
Ooh, fancy.
TDK se acabó el español indio. I know my Spanish ran out. I have to refill.
Yay. Well, Laura, I want to thank you so much for coming onto the show. I am so happy
Thank
that
you,
we got to
Hilda.
hang out for a little bit
Yeah.
and get to catch up on things. And
Yes,
hopefully it
girl,
won't be too
yes.
long before we get to visit again, because I think you're amazing
Oh,
and
well,
you're
thank
such
you.
a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Laura. And I really do appreciate you for coming back. But you know what? This is your home. You can always come back at any time. Mm-hmm. And if you got any pertinent information that you want to share with us, please send it in so that way we can share it with the world. We'd be happy to do that. And thank you, each and every one of y'all that joined us, all of y'all that were on TikTok, that were on Facebook, that were on YouTube, that were on Mixcloud, that were on
wherever
Twitch,
you're
that were on.
listening
I know that was like
there's so many options now.
I know there was. I was in all of them.
Andio, I also, before we go, I want to send also a shout out to Teresa Lola Martinez, because she does a lot of promoting for me as well.
There you go.
Yeah, got to send a shout out to her.
Teresa, there you go, girlfriend. We didn't forget about you, so there you are. And thank you to each and every one of y'all. And just remember, guys, if today wasn't your day, if you had a hard time today, if today just didn't work out for you, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You matter, all right? You are loved. And thank you so very much for being here. We love you all. And we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. And this is going to be Tu Eres Mi Hombre, Yo Soy Tu Mujer with Laura Linda. Laura Linda, if you could stick around so we take care of some radio business, we'll be right. We'll see you next time. Y'all guys have a great one. Stay loved.
Thank you.
Be good to each other. Be human.
Bésame como si fuera la última vez. Que solo contigo me gusta hacer el amor. Cuando siento yo tus manos recorrer mi piel, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Tómame en tus brazos, dame lo mejor de ti. Cuando estoy contigo es cuando siento feliz. Cuando me acaricias y me entregas tu pasión, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Quiéreme como te estoy queriendo. Bésame, hazme sentir mujer. Ámame como te estoy amando. Que quiero yo contigo amanecer. Mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer. Tómame en tus brazos, dame lo mejor de ti. Cuando estoy contigo es cuando siento feliz. Cuando me acaricias y me entregas tu pasión, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Quiéreme como te estoy queriendo.